Hello.
Okay, so we're back.
Yep, from 1 week.
Yeah, let me show you. Let me see. So let me tell you about this little thing here. It takes a matter of a fraction of a second. So what happened was I was cutting this thing here, and this, as you see, kind of got destroyed here. It got caught up on this metal, ripped the grinder out of my hand, and it fell down at a perfect angle, and it hit right there. And there's no big thing that it hit the shoe, but my toe was underneath that. Yeah, my toe was underneath that. And let me tell you, that cutting wheel went through my toe all the way down to the bone in a matter of a fraction of a second. And that was the end of that. It cut through my toenail, through my toe bed, and all the way down. So we could have continued to come every day, but with the heat and the toe bleeding and all that, we stayed home. So lucky for me, I have Woon. And Woon
Cut the finger. No.
every day would clean the wound.
Because I'm Woon.
Because your wound, you clean the wound.
But my name is not Woon. Woon.
Put some medicine, bandages, and put them off, take them off. Put some plastic wrap in there to take a shower. And she did this a bunch of times every day until it started, it stopped bleeding, and it was starting to heal. So now we're good.
Yep.
So now the trick is, don't let it hit your toe again.
You show the shoe that cut.
Yeah, show the shoe. Yeah, that rubber steel toe there didn't do it. All right, so what we're going to do today, we didn't get out here till almost 3 in the afternoon. So what we're going to do is, one went through and mark this all the way down in there to this side, and I'm going to cut it. I'm going to cut it so that we can remove this thing out of here. So I'm going to go slow because we cannot cut any wires down there, and it's a blind deal, so can't see anything. So yeah, the idea is to take that off, and then after that's done, we're going to continue to do this. Now, just about the time that I cut my toe, I realized something, and I didn't get a chance to prove it, but if you look at these here, it looks like it's got a solder connection or something, some kind of glue, some kind of something, because once you get it to start coming up, you can actually get under it and peel it off without having to cut it. But I didn't find that out until I had this done right here. But it appears like it's some kind of solder thing or something, because look at this corner. You can see that it's got something there. And if you see this, it's pretty clean going down, and it's got some kind of adhesive there. So yeah. So anyway, after I do that, I'm gonna come in here and see about disconnecting this. Excuse me. Thank you. I'm gonna see about disconnecting this little lip from this here. It's got a lip in here. See about disconnecting that so I can remove this panel from here, and then we'll see how this is attached there. But I've got to be careful because it's got some air lines in there, and if I don't have anything to plug them up, then the bus has no air, so I don't want to do that. So anyway, yeah, that's what we'll do. But let's cut this other thing over here first, and we go from there. Oh, let me say one more thing here, and I'll show you another time, because I already ran the bus for today. But this is something that I discovered. As I mentioned before, the tail lights don't come on until you remove or turn off this parking brake. So when that parking brake is on, you have no brake lights, which makes sense because according to the manual and according to everything that I've researched, you should not apply any brakes with this on because of that spring pressure that's on there. Then you're adding air pressure, and it could break your springs and what have you. So it's not a good thing to apply the brake when this is on. Now, I was having a hard time with these two buttons here. Those are the luggage locks, left and right. If you push them in, they unlock. But I couldn't figure out how to get them to come back out. So I would let some of the air out by pressing on the brakes, and then this thing would come out, and then the luggage racks would lock. So by accident, I figured this out. This parking brake has a lot to do with those locks, and the reason is, if the brake is on, you can't expect them to lock because you can't go down the highway with the parking brake on. So the minute you take this parking brake and take it off, disengage it, this thing here locks. And the reason it does that is because, as far as the system is concerned, you're going to move the bus and go down the road. So in order to get these locks to unlock, you have to have your parking brake on, because the system says, okay, you're stopped, you want to get into the luggage compartment, boom, they open because this parking brake is on. So once you want to lock them, no, I'm sorry, if you want to open the luggage racks, this has to be on. If you want to lock the doors, this has to be off. So this parking brake here affects not only the parking brake lights, and the reason for that is because the brakes, the lights get activated by the brake pedal through air pressure. So this needs to be turned off so that it allows the air to do its job of turning that switch with air pressure to turn on the lights. Same thing with luggage. The parking brake has to be on to be able to unlock it, and the parking brake has to be off in order for them things to lock. You see, I just disengaged the parking brake and they lock. Yeah, so there it is, just a little something. So if you have a pneumatic lock on your luggage base, this parking brake, or your parking brake might be on the dash, but the parking brake has a lot to do with that little cylinder that's on the door to lock and unlock your luggage base. All right, we'll get back to you after a while. Let me get to cutting. Thanks for watching.
ขอบคุณเจ้า
See you next time.
แล้วปะกันแฮมไมนะเจ้า
See you.
บ๊ายบาย